Welcome to another episode of Power Alphas. I'm one of your co-hosts, Sabby Piscitelli. And as always, I got my beautiful wife, Amanda Piscitelli. How you doing, beautiful?
Piscitelli.
Yeah, I know.
How does that sound?
It sounds good.
I'm doing well. What's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining another episode. We are back.
We are back. We kind of were back and then we're back, but
yeah, we were back,
the holidays, and then the wedding, and then
took a little break, and we, some changes, which I'm going to announce right now, actually, before we get started. We are going to be merging our YouTube channels. Most of you follow my Mandy Saccomanno TV YouTube, so continue following that one, continue being subscribed to that one, because we will be posting our Power Alphas podcast on that YouTube from now on. We're just going to be merging the two just so there's one, so there's less confusion, and we just had too much going on, really, to be honest.
I like it.
We are going to be merging them, so if you're not subscribed already to Mandy Saccomanno TV, please subscribe now, where you'll find not just the podcast, but you will find a lot of other fun things behind the scenes, photo shoots, workouts, vlogs, meal prepping, and so much more. So make sure you follow that and get all the notifications. And yeah, how you doing, babe?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Good. So
I get really excited after the new year. I don't know why. For me, like, I feel like after the new year is like a reset button in life. It really is. Like, for me, like, I go through like my closet, I throw away all like the clothes I'm not gonna wear. It's weird as it sounds, like, get all new underwear. Like, I love the reset of the new year, because it's like new year, new goals. We're cleaning out we kind of reorganized the whole gym. I write down some of the goals I want to accomplish in this whole calendar year. Everything I'm grateful for. I don't know. I get really excited after the new year, in a sense of like the reset button.
I love the reset button too. And we went hard, like the day after New Year's Day. Sabby and I were like, you know what, let's just get down all the Christmas decorations now. I usually like to keep them up a little bit longer, but we cleaned everything up, and then we just started going through drawers and closets. And it does just feel so good when you get rid of stuff, because then you just get rid of the clutter, Like, there's just so many things. There's so many things we both probably had that we won't touch. Or you think one day you're going to, like, wear these jeans that I had, these True Religion jeans from.
I know. It's like, I have a whole big old
2000s.
I have like a big old black trash bag that
still sitting in the front of the house that you haven't yet brought.
Bring it, but it's like, it's just clothes that like you never want to get rid of, but it's like I haven't worn it in like 2 years.
Time
to
go.
Why the hell's in the closet? But
you like to like save like sweatpants with like holes in them and stuff. Yeah, I never really understood that.
No. I don't wear those in public. I wear that in the house.
But
Ben, she exposing me over here.
Like half his underwear has holes, and I'm like, what is this?
No, my underwear does not have holes.
Like, you like some breathing?
My sleeping shorts might have holes.
Oh, the sleeping shorts.
I need the breathing.
I was gonna say it's gotta ventilate. We need a ventilation.
They don't understand.
They don't understand.
What about the one time you had those sleeping shorts, and when my mom was living with us, and your ball was hanging out of one of them?
It's all good.
Like
Mama Bear liked it. You know what I'm saying?
Cover your eyes.
No, but honestly, like, I just, everyone that listens to this podcast, man, like, I really do believe like the new year is an opportunity to, like, every time people say they want to start something or do something, they kind of procrastinate on it. But like the new year is when you reset it and you go after it, right? And I just think, like, stay with it. Whatever you reset, whatever your New Year's resolution is, just stay with it. Make it a priority, right? Make it a priority of just becoming a better person overall. That's it.
Yeah, and I feel like, though, sometimes people think it's the only time to like have these resolutions, and I kind of disagree, because we preach this a lot, and I think consistency is key with everything when it comes to health, fitness, beauty, and all these things that we take care of ourselves and take a lot of pride in. It's like throughout the year you should have these goals, and you should keep up with your resolutions or whatever they may be, because I feel like some people have these resolutions, and then like by March 1st, it's like they're out the window.
No,
or like maybe even February.
Did you see there's like a national quitting day? It's like the second Friday in January, they said. I saw like Instagram, like they call quitting National Quitting Day. It's like a, kind of like maybe an internet joke, but they say like, I think it's like 60% of people that make New Year's resolutions quit by the second Friday of January. So it's like, that to me blew my mind. And I do think like the first month is probably the hardest month because it's like, if it's new to you. But once you develop a routine and being consistent at that routine, after that, it just kind of starts to flow. And then, you know where you want to get to the point? You want to get to the point where you feel off or awkward when you don't get the physical part of your day, and when you don't get the gym, and when you don't get the things that you want to do, and you almost feel like, oh my God, something's wrong because I didn't get it in. So that's where you want to be consistent and stay to that point where you get like, oh, I'm uncomfortable that I didn't work out today.
Yeah, because it's like anything. It's like anything that you like. I mean, anything that you could be maybe addicted to in a bad way too. It's like you fiend for it, but you almost get withdrawals of not doing it, you know, in a better way as opposed to
real
bad
quick.
withdrawal.
These listeners probably want to hear, babe, what is your 2025? A couple New Year's resolutions or something that you really want to focus on in this year coming up?
I would say a few of mine that I wrote down were being more present, which I think I've done a better job the last couple of years. I think we both have, but just making sure we stay on top of that and just like being present in the moment and not thinking about so much of what's going to happen in the next few months or next year or whatever it is, because life is just so short and it goes by so fast. So being present in the moment. And then I would say, another one would be, it's hard to explain. Like, I feel like focusing on what makes you and I better, but like happier as a team rather than like worrying about everyone else so much.
I love that.
It's hard to explain a little bit because if you know me, I do worry about a lot. I'm an empath. So I worry about everyone. I feel for people's pain, like really
especially
deep.
Your family. You want to help everybody in your family.
Mostly people that are close to me, good family and close friends and whatever it is. It's like sometimes I feel their pain like too much where you let it affect you in your life. Let it affect me, yeah. And I think there's there's pros and cons to it, obviously, because I care a lot and I want to help. But I think also making sure, there's a fine line and you don't cross that line of like becoming all of a sudden it becoming your problem and not knowing, and forgetting about your real issues that you may have, or just forgetting about taking care of yourself because you're too busy taking care of somebody else. What about you?
Well, I like that one. Before I say mine, I like that one because, we are married now and we have our own family and we have our own issues and we have our own life to build. So you are right. I do love that about you. I think that's one of the traits that I fell in love with you about. And I think I had that similarity as well. But you're also going to understand if you let other people's problems, maybe because of their choices, affect you, that's when you start to get in that negative mindset that starts to affect your lifestyle. So I think we both do a great job of helping our family, helping that need our help, but also you have to keep at an arm length away because we have our own issues, we have our own family, we have our own, hopefully one day we have our own kids soon. So it's like, that is, I like that. I do like that you say that. Mine is, first thing is, this is my first year as being a husband. And I really do love the challenge, and I want to become, and I do pray every day to become a better husband, how I could always become a better husband. So for me, that's something that's always a constant focus of me. And then my biggest thing too is I just always love finding new ways to take care of myself physically and mentally, right? I love maybe eating a little cleaner, or maybe taking a different supplement, or maybe, doing some different training. So for me, that's always a big priority for me because I think, if your health is everything, right? So if you're not physically and mentally healthy, then you're not going to be a good husband, or you're not going to be a good friend, or you're not going to be a good partner in anything else because you're not happy with yourself. Like even when we were sick for a couple of days, like it almost makes you appreciate being healthy.
Oh my gosh.
Like I was laying in bed, we were only in bed for like 24 hours really technically, and I was like miserable, and I was so grateful to God to like almost be like your health is everything. So for me, that's always first and foremost priority. And if it's not, I really encourage people listening to this to make it a priority because, you don't want to be too late, because there's going to be a time where it's too late. Right? But the beautiful thing is our bodies are very forgiving. Our bodies are very adapting to a sense of you could change it and get back to where you need to be pretty quickly if you could be consistent. And that's the thing too, is like, I see a lot of these things on social media that kind of bother me about, the great trainer, I have a great program for you, I have a great routine. Let me tell you something. All that is great, but I can promise you one thing. The one thing you need is consistency. That's all you need to get in the shape you want to get. Focus on being consistent, and I promise you'll get results. And I guess the other New Year's thing is just, I always, business-wise, for us, I'm always looking for different avenues to generate different incomes, different kind of cash flow situations, because, we work hard at what we do, but we are entertainers, athletes, and we're not doctors or lawyers. So I'm always looking for more opportunities, different opportunities to get different kind of cash flow and different kind of revenue for our family. That's always a priority for me. So those three things I think is on my plate. And just obviously you said, I've always preached living in the moment, being grateful for the moment and not worry about the future, because worrying does nothing. So just praying on it. And that's where I'm at. So that's why I'm kind of excited for the new year. So.
Very cool. I like those. So hopefully you guys have your resolutions, New Year's resolutions, and you're sticking with them and you didn't give up yet, because it is almost February already. So let's talk a little bit of wrestling.
Well, speaking of New Year, what about Netflix getting WWE Monday Night Raw? Wow.
Yeah. So big news, obviously. Monday Night Raw has moved to Netflix, which is really exciting. Netflix obviously is huge, and we've all, I think we all are subscribed to Netflix. So I think that's really cool. I'm sure you guys all watched the premiere, and a lot of new champions and a lot of, good stories. John Cena being his last year, in 2025 being on tour. So that's pretty exciting. He announced that this will be his last year, and he's pretty adamant about that in that last press conference when people asked him, because there's always things where they always come back, but he's adamant about this is his last year. So that's going to be exciting. And another little story that just happened. Friday Night Smackdown, a new champion named Tiffany Stratton, used my slogan.
She used your slogan? No way.
Put some respect on my name. And I was like, I didn't even, to be honest, I wasn't even watching it. And
I blew up on Twitter?
Yeah, I got so many tweets about it. And I was like, what is going on? And I saw the clip. And this bitch even used the same kind of tone.
This bitch.
I was like, hold on a second. I thought we were cool.
Didn't she say she respected you and liked you and admired your work?
Yeah, no,
you can't be stealing your words, though.
Listen, we can admire each other. We can respect. We can look up to, but we can't take our words from each other.
You can't take what you said. Okay? Yeah. You can't do that.
So it was kind of funny because she used it at the end of her promo. People actually put the two videos side by side. And it was kind of weird because it was a video when I said it and then when she said it, and it was almost the same. And obviously we've gotten the whole comparison thing, Tiffany and I, our looks and other things, I guess. But
maybe we need a WrestleMania match between you two. Maybe Royal Rumble match.
A Royal Rumble match?
I don't know, something.
Well,
do we need a no hold bars here?
Well, a lot of people are talking, and they're mentioning, they almost think her saying that was a little wink wink.
A little wink.
Mother coming. I'm mother.
Oh, your mother. Oh,
they're calling me mother on Twitter.
There's interesting.
There's a lot of tweets out there, a lot of chatter about if I'll make a Rumble return.
A Rumble return.
So some new champions. Obviously, Tiffany Stratton is new, so congratulations to Tiffy. But don't use my words, honey.
Ooh, those are fighting words.
We'll make that very clear, but that's okay. But I commend you, and I think you're doing amazing. So I'll put you over. But again, don't use my words. Anyway, so Tiffany Stratton is the new SmackDown Women's Champion. And you also have Rhea Ripley as your new Raw Women's Champion.
I like Rhea.
Rhea's awesome. She's been killing it for so long now, and she's a beast. But, obviously the Royal Rumble is very exciting, as we know, because it is the start of the new year of kind of, developing new stars, maybe some breakout stars in the Rumble, maybe some new champions, but also the most obvious one would be the winner of the Royal Rumble match faces the champion at that time at WrestleMania, the biggest, stage of them all. So Royal Rumble's always a lot of fun. Personally, they are my favorite when I was competing in WWE because they're just a lot of fun and they're just very exciting. No matter who comes out, the countdown of from 1 to 30 is just so you're just you can't wait to see who's coming out, right? Whether it's a legend or whether it's a past wrestler.
Hold on. Are you trying to hint, wink, wink, that Mandy Rose maybe might make an appearance?
I mean, I'm not
saying... Or maybe come out, or what? What do you think?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that the Royal Rumble is a very exciting pay-per-view where we get to see who kind of stands out, who comes back maybe from an injury, or who comes back from being out of the company for a long time. I don't know. I'm not saying
I mean, it would be exciting to see the baddest bitch in the game come back.
I mean, that would be exciting. But it's funny though, if I was to do that, I gotta get in the ring tomorrow.
Yeah, because that flying knee ain't gonna just fly itself.
I better start practicing. No, I mean let's be real though. I stay in shape. Sabby just talked about the consistency part of it. I mean,
listen,
the whole reason we stay in shape is because we don't.
You stay ready. No, you stay ready. So you gotta get ready. I was gonna
say it, and you're screaming
now. So when that girl calls you out and uses your line, you can go take care of business, Ben.
You're like, shit, I may be on my way to Friday Night Smackdown this week. But that's true. We stay ready. So physically, listen.
You ready?
I'm ready.
You're ready.
I'm probably in better shape now than I was 4 years ago.
You probably definitely are. Your body's not as beat up. Yeah,
and we have way more time to work out.
Yeah,
and
you do.
Obviously, the lifestyle that I've been living the last few years, since I've been released, I've had more time to train, and I also stepped back on stage bodybuilding show.
Yeah, you did.
A few months ago. So
I robbed the first place.
Yeah, that I did, but that's okay.
That's okay.
I didn't bring my
second's okay. Second in the world is okay.
I didn't bring my ribbons. Anyway, so speaking of that, like I said, hypothetically, that
I actually have a question real quick before you say something.
What's your question
about WWE? I want to know Mandy Rose's opinion on this, or what your prediction on this is. The move from Monday Night Raw to Netflix. Do you think we're going back towards more of an Attitude Era with more extreme kind of PG-13 R rating kind of content, or do you think that was just more of a lateral move that made sense? What do you think?
I think it was more of a move that made sense, and the deal they got, because they actually were asked that, and I forget who said it. Someone maybe with TKO Group, or I forget who did it, but someone said they will not be moving to Attitude Era type things or anything like that. They still will be staying PG, kind of PG-13 line. So I don't think it's gonna change at all in that aspect. I think there might be some things that they can get away with more than they could have on USA, because when I was on there was always little things you couldn't do that you were like, that's not that big of a deal. So I think with Netflix being a streaming platform, they'll get away with a little bit more, but I don't think it's going to go back in any way of Attitude Era stuff or anywhere close to that.
It's interesting.
I mean, but if they do, I'm down.
You're down?
I'm just kidding. If I got the uproar that we would get if I said I'd do a bra and panties match. I'm just kidding, guys. We've come so far that we cannot go back.
You make all your fans' dreams come true.
Wait, Tiffany Stratton versus Mandy Rose.
Ooh, I like it.
In a bra and panties.
In a lingerie match.
Oh shit. All right, anyway. So, babe, some of let's talk some predictions. So,
yep, I like predictions.
Like I said, we have those women for the Also, I'm leaving out, there's quite a few new titles for the women, which is cool. You have for the Women's United States Championship, Chelsea Green just won that in December. I'm looking at some dates, guys, because I'm not a mark. And that's pretty cool because Chelsea, as you know, is from Canada. So she's hilarious. And she just talks about being like the greatest United States champion. And she's just really funny. So I'm happy for her too. She had a long road in and out of WWE. Then we have Shinsuke Nakamura, who is the SmackDown WWE United States Championship, which we love. We love Shinsuke.
I love Shinsuke.
We have Cody Rhodes as the undisputed WWE World Champion on SmackDown. And then for Raw, we have, I already said Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship. And then Braun Breaker is the WWE Intercontinental Champion right now.
Braun Breaker's also a stud.
He is a stud.
I like him, man.
Yeah.
Comes to that football background. Real physical, real aggressive, a lot of intensity, great charisma. He's a tremendous athlete, obviously. I like him a lot. I think he's got a very bright future. And I think, he's going to be a big star to come. He's really a big star, but.
Yeah, for sure. And then you have Lyra Valkyrie actually just won the new title for the women's division. It's the Intercontinental Championship for the women. They did one of those, which is cool. So she's a really good wrestler. She's very good. So she just won that. So some bold predictions we may have. So the Royal Rumble's coming up. You have Tiffany Stratton and Rhea Ripley as champions. Now, they may not be a champion, obviously, at WrestleMania, but the winner of the Rumble will face one of the, they could choose which one they face. So my bold prediction for Royal Rumble is going to be...
I can't wait to hear this.
I think Charlotte Flair comes back, and I think she wins it.
Yeah?
I mean, to be honest, that's not like a crazy prediction. I think it's like more of an obvious one, to be honest, and it may not be. So maybe it's too obvious. That's why they don't. I don't know. But we haven't seen her in a while. I know she was out on injury. I have no idea where she's at in her timeline, if she's even ready to come back. But I think that could be someone that could win. I don't know. That's just my prediction. What do you think, babe?
Well,
for the women,
I
know you don't watch it very much, but
the woman, I mean, it's not exciting if the baddest bitch in the game doesn't come out, but that'd be nice if Mandy came and gave a flying knee to somebody. But that being said, what about Becky Lynch?
So she
hasn't really been around, right? I know
she took a little break,
yep.
And her contract was up. So the whole thing was, if she was going to resign, which most likely I would imagine she would, and she wouldn't go somewhere else. But her whole thing was that her contract was up. So she, I don't know if they announced that she resigned. I'm not really sure. I thought maybe she did, but I'm not sure. So she's been kind of playing mom a little bit more with her kid, which is nice.
Well, that's nice.
So
good for her.
She's another, honestly, that's a good prediction too.
But I think, like you said, I think what's exciting about the Royal Rumble is, all the fans, all the people can make these predictions, but you have to watch it, right? You have to watch everyone come out, and every time that countdown comes, everyone's on the edge of their seat what music's going to hit. So I think that's why I think it's a very exciting pay-per-view or event. I think it's a very exciting, big event.
It is.
And you never know what happens. I think that's the beautiful thing. You never know who's coming out.
Yeah, I love the surprise entrance.
There's always a surprise, men and women. Those are the best
ones.
Yeah.
So I hope there are some good surprises for the women and the men, because I mean, I hope we see like Stone Cold, or you know what I mean? Like that would be really cool.
Stone Cold. Listen, Stone Cold, I've had the privilege, right? Played NFL, meet a lot of celebrities, Tiger Woods, Michael Jordan. I will say one thing. When I met Stone Cold for the first time, because I mean, Stone Cold, when I was a kid, that broken glass, right? I used to be like the freaking coolest thing in the world. When I met Stone Cold for the first time, I swear Stone Cold looked like he had like a little halo around him for me. Like, and it's funny because I've met and hang out with Michael Jordan, Tiger Woods, but when I met Stone Cold, it was like a different energy with him.
Yeah.
It was just cool. But
I could see that too when I met him. I could see what you mean.
A Stone Cold I would love. I mean, Michael Jordan was my biggest awe. Michael Jordan was the only man that I think I ever was starstruck by, was Michael Jordan. But
you think Michael Jordan's going to enter the Royal Rumble?
No, I'm just talking about. I'm just talking.
I mean, I'm just saying that would be pretty cool.
I'm just talking about professional athletes, but that would be really cool, if Michael Jordan.
I mean, shit.
But you know what I'm really curious about though, and you mentioned it earlier, John Cena, and I say that because obviously John Cena is on the Mount Rushmore of wrestling, right? He's had a beyond Hall of Fame career, has tremendous career. When you announce your last go around, there's a reason, right? Mm-hmm. There's a reason why you're announcing that this is my last year. This is my last calendar year of the Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam. So I'm actually very interested to see what we're going to see in this year from John Cena. There's going to be some surprises, and you never know when it's going to start. So for me, I think there's a strategy behind what John Cena did. And I'm excited to see what the end result is.
He's a smart man, and I think he's a very smart man. And I think there definitely is a strategy, and I think there might be a few things that he may want to accomplish in his last year, rightfully so, with all the talent he has and everything that he's done for that company and whatnot. But I mean, he's killing it everywhere. Like he was just in that McDonald's commercial that we just saw. That's crazy. I saw him.
Yes, it was a McDonald's commercial.
Yeah,
listen, man.
Crazy.
Shout out to John Cena. The man has done it right. A lot of hard work. That's the perfect example of a man who's just committed his life to his craft. And I'm actually excited to see what his last journey is going to be. I really do.
Yeah, me too, for sure.
What about The Rock, though?
I know. So The Rock is obviously still involved, and
well, not still involved. He's got like a portion of the company now.
Of course, yeah, he's part owner. Yeah. So like, what's he gonna do for? Is he gonna make an appearance at the Rumble? Is he gonna like who
knows?
Like what would be like the ultimate match for WrestleMania? I feel like.
I'll tell you this. I would still love to see WrestleMania, Roman versus The Rock. I don't know why. There's got to be some sort of turning there. And I just think Roman versus The Rock is where everybody at one point as a wrestling fan is going to want to see it.
For sure.
I don't know if they could turn it quick enough, but
they could.
That's a badass matchup. That's two bad dudes right there. Two great athletes.
Yeah,
cousins,
family, the bloodline,
and I love the way The Rock takes care of himself on a daily basis. It motivates me, to be honest with you. It motivates me to continue to be in elite shape at any age, because he really is still in incredible shape. So
you guys are kind of similar because you guys both like get better looking with age.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Thank you, Ben.
Well,
you hear that?
We see that with him, and then I look at old pictures of you, and I'm like, whoa, you had a little bit of a glow up here.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Me too, though. Everyone,
definitely
I feel like. Even Ben, you too, right? I mean, isn't that like?
For sure.
Didn't we all have an ugly stage?
Well, you know what is?
You weren't ugly.
No. You know what's funny though?
I don't mean it like that.
But you know what is funny though?
You were just.
No, that was like 13 years
really
old. Yeah,
skinny.
13. You're right. Oh, I had an ugly stage for sure. Listen, I've seen Mandy's ugly stage. All right, and
I was cute.
She was cute. Yeah, we say cute at like 11. Listen, if someone tells you you're cute at 11 is a nice way by saying you're freaking ugly.
I wasn't ugly. Okay, I was like.
Oh, they're so cute.
Okay, coming from over there. I mean, did you eat a cheeseburger? Something. How much did you weigh?
I had a skinny jean back then.
I could have given you some of my hamburgers that I was hoarding over here. You needed some of those. He was like,
but seriously, all that. I think. I saw an interesting quote the other day, and it said, for men, it said for men, 40 is a very interesting age because that's when you find out who's taking care of themselves and who's not. And I think he's right. You see some guys that are 40, and you're like, okay. 40.
You look 60.
And then, but then some guys, and you're like, how old are you? And they say 39, 40, and you almost fall off your chair because you're like, I thought you were 50. And I think, 40 is an age for a man. Now, women's a little different, but I think for men, that is the age where you really find out if you're taking care of yourself or not. So then, like you said, you can get better looking with age or you're declining.
Yeah. So. I mean, no, you have gotten better. I think we all have. I mean, I think it's also...
you get more beautiful every day I look at you.
Thanks.
See that, Ben? That's how you get back in a good house.
Yeah, because you were in the doghouse for a second, making fun of little Mandy with her little Michael Strahan teeth.
Oh, that teeth, though.
I just had a little space in my teeth. My brother used to call me Michael Strahan. I didn't even know who he was. I'm like, who's that? He's like, and meanwhile, my brother had like buck teeth. We both needed braces. So who was he to make fun of me? Kids are ruthless. Anyway, actually, speaking of being ruthless, some of these tweets.
Oh, I got to read some of these tweets.
As I go back, we'll end it on this because some of these tweets, thank gosh I can make fun of myself because we all know Twitter is wild. And I know people that actually had to like delete their Twitter because they just couldn't take it anymore. So I laugh at them. I'm not condoning them. I don't think you should do more of these. I'm just saying sometimes these are funny. And because the whole chatter on Twitter with Tiffany and I and people comparing us, and sometimes I just find it so funny too that like you get compared to people just because hair color and like a little bit of like a body resemblance. Like I don't think we really actually look alike, and my hair is actually darker, like even in that video. It's just so funny. Like they always compare you just because, you know, somewhat of a similar stature and like same hair color.
That's what they want to do. A blonde girl, dark hair girl, like whatever. A Spanish girl, a Latin girl, like, you know, compare everybody.
It's weird. So anyway, obviously when that video dropped, my Twitter was blowing up, and I was obviously looking because I'm like, oh, what's going on? Like, did I do something that I don't know about, you know? It's always a little bit of, you know, heart-wrenching at first. But a lot of really great tweets. Thank you guys. I know you guys miss me so much. I miss you guys all so much as well. And people comparing our ring skills and mic skills, which is always a given. Someone said, you don't think Tiffany doesn't want her back. She said Mandy was a huge influence to her when she started on NXT. These people are arguing over it. And Tiffany did say that. So, and I shouted her out on here, actually. And then We Need You Queen, come take back that NXT title. No shade. What else? We had some funny ones. Mandy sucks, bro, no matter how much money you throw at her. Okay.
That's interesting. Gotta have the haters.
Come on back, Mandy. A Mandy versus Tiffany feud would be awesome. Ooh. What else? Mandy Rose return at the Royal Rumble would be amazing. Mandy Rose versus Tiffany Stratton is definitely a must-see dream match. Ooh. God's greatest creation versus the center of the universe will be epic. I do like the sound of that.
I like that.
That's cool. And they tagged Triple H in that one.
We got a WrestleMania match in there.
Okay, this one is by far my favorite, and it's so stupid. But it's the Temu. How do you say that? Temu? You know, T-E-M-U, Ben? You know, that's how do you say that?
You're right, Temu.
Temu? Okay, yeah, I don't know why it looks weird. Temu, Mandy Rose sounds about right. People are saying that Tiffany's the Temu version, which I don't think you are, honey. That's fucked up. You're beautiful. Don't listen to them. But we can make fun of ourselves. That's silly. Do you know what that is? So Sabby doesn't even know what that site is, like a knockoff version of, like, they just have like really cheap things on there, like $2. Like I think it's like from China, right?
It's like Amazon and Temu. Temu is like...
Temu is like the real like...
Bootleg stuff?
Bootleg, yeah.
yeah, for sure.
So stupid. That one I can't say. That is not PG.
Only PG.
Come back and put your knee on these bitches.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like that one.
Wait, can I get that one more time, please?
Sure. Yeah. Come back and put your knee on these bitches.
I like that.
What? We had to do that one for the gram. And then we have, this was when they were comparing us, which was funny. But number 30 at the Royal Rumble. Ooh. With Mandy Sacks promo with Wrestling Legends. This is how legends are made. Oh no, okay. Mother, they're calling me Mother. I don't know why. What's the mother thing? Like Iggy Azalea does it a lot too, because I just did that stream and her thing is like Mother, and I'm like, what's the Mother thing? I don't know.
Interesting. Mother
interacting is giving me feelings. Oh my God, she's coming. Like everyone thinks, this is so, I don't know, babe. This is unreal. Come back and remove this Temu version, Mandy Rose. That's fucked up.
Just call it a bootleg, Mandy Rose. I like that.
But I don't think she's a bootleg of me and I'm not just trying to, because I think she's her own person. And to be honest, she is really athletic. I'm athletic, but like we're both very different. My strengths are a little bit more like picking people up and like slamming and like more stuff on the ground, where she does amazing. Her style, jumping off, her finish, ever see her finish? Her finish is sick. She does the backhand spring off the top rope, but she springboards. She jumps on the the thing. Like she's very, very, I ain't fucking doing that shit. Are you kidding me? So don't even try. So I think she's a great athlete, and I'm not just putting her over because I've done before, but I think she's incredible. She was always very nice to me. So again, I'm just going to say, just keep my words out of your mouth.
Just keep her just keep her name out of your mouth. That's all she's saying.
Unless you want
she's giving you compliments.
Unless you want a little Mandy Rose action, trust me, I can get to where's Smackdown on Friday.
Maybe one day.
So anyway, that was a lot of wrestling talk. We love to talk about wrestling. A lot of big things coming up. I'm also going to be at the big event March 15th in New York, Long Island. So make sure you guys come on, say hello. A lot of big names actually there. AJ Lee's going to be there, which is pretty cool. I don't think she's done a signing in a long time. So that will be exciting. What else, babe, do we have going on? I was just going to say, we just went to Bahamas for a golf celebrity charity event. It's for the Cancer Society of Bahamas. They do a lot of great work over there. So we were very lucky to be a part of that and contribute as much as we can. And that was a lot of fun. I'm such a good golfer, but we don't need to go down that road. My caddy over here has been teaching me a lot of great things.
Yeah, nice swing.
Yeah, I got a pretty good swing. I got to practice more. But anyway, again, little announcement. We will be merging our YouTube channels, so make sure you continue, if you're not following or subscribed to Mandy Sacs TV, which this episode will be aired on that YouTube channel, and they will be merged. So we're only going to have one. We're not going to have the two. So make sure you subscribe to that and get all the notifications. And brand new episodes will be every other Wednesday right now. So any other updates, we will let you guys know. And we appreciate you guys listening. See you next time.
See you guys.